Hey, what it do, what it do, what it do. It is your main man, Professor Omni. I got my Winksy boy here, just chilling. We been doing what we doing. Don't know why I've got an American accent on today for some reason. But yeah, it's all good anyway. How's everybody doing, man? Yay! Hope you're all okay. No, just trying to bring a lightness, I suppose. Back to the English, just to bring a lightness. This is my avatar, by the way. Say hello, everybody. Hello, avatar. Hello, everybody. Yeah, uh, we can start off with Corona. Dun dun dun. I know it sounds like I'm taking the mic and stuff like that, but yeah, I have a feeling it's to do with certain things, and it's a main topic right now. And by the way, there are far more killings, first of all, I will say, or deaths, shall I say, around other things, even to the point like things like meningitis or HIV. That's like one of the number one killers. But obviously, we know that the number one killer, guys, is stress. So we're gonna get straight into it. This is the Omniversal channel, guys. I know my avatar is sort of new to you guys. It's not new to me. I haven't really used it properly, but I thought I would do it this time round. Yeah, it's pretty fun. My little boy is here. He's just chilling. Yeah, yeah, so we're gonna get straight into it. This topic today is to do with the five bodies. And yes, I will mention the corona to start off with. Corona is a virus, as everyone knows already by now. Whether it is man-made or not is another thing to be thought about. I don't know, to be honest. It may be, it may not be. There's a lot of speculations, a lot of stories going around it. We can go through some of them, some of the ones that I've heard anyway. The first one, what I heard was that it was produced in China. And all right, so I'll tell you the story, yeah? So basically, about 2 days, yeah, before, no, sorry, not two, about 3 days, yeah, before we heard about Corona, I saw a video on YouTube and it was on like one of the Cobes or whatever it's called, yeah, or Cube, I don't know how people say it, but yeah, like they've taken over for memes in a sense. So those guys, yeah. Hey, hey, reverse. No, but yeah. So basically, yeah. I basically saw about 3 days before, about 3 days, yeah, guys. Oh, there you go. 3 days before that they had basically put, well, they had a video basically of like some people in, I don't know if I'm not going to say it was China, but they was definitely Oriental Asian for sure. And they had like these mice in like a bowl, and I don't know if those baby mice or whatever. They weren't too big, and they didn't really like do a lot of running away and stuff. So I have a feeling they was kind of babyish, yeah. And then they had another little pot, yeah. So imagine they've got in one little like bowl or whatever, you got these mice, yeah, all like bunched together, yeah, moving. They're still alive and stuff, mind you, yeah. In a little bowl, yeah. And then you have like what do you call it? You have like some kind of dipping sauce, I suppose. Which is crazy, by the way. I ain't involved in all that. But that's up to them. That's their lives. I mean, we don't know how it is to live there, so. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool either way. What I would say though is that oh, and by the way, this is going to be a short video. It's going to be like 28 minutes ish, just over 28. But yeah, we're already on 420. But yeah, so that's the first time I saw something like that, and I was like, okay, well, not the first time I saw, but that was like happened 3 days for me. It happened 3 days before they talked about the outbreak of Corona. So then Corona, yeah, I was thinking, okay. Oh, by the way, and I also have like a connect, yeah. I'm not gonna say her name or nothing, but I have a connect up in China as well. And she was like, she works in like trading and like pro trading and stuff like that. And she was telling me, yeah, like the price, like it's a good time to invest in gold now because of all of this craziness, like the scare of the corona and whatnot. And this was in the fresh early days of it, even just starting out, maybe like the second day of it being released in terms of to the public eye. Yeah. So basically, uh, yeah, there was that thing, and then there was also another thing I saw one time, and there was basically relating it to Resident Evil, funny enough, because the supposed place that this is to do with the second story now, the supposed place where the outbreak started was in China. I can't remember exactly the place, so I'm not going to try and quote anything. But yeah, I know there's a place in China. Supposedly, I'm not going to say apparently, but this is what I've heard. It was a place that basically they they had, it was mostly an old population, like an elderly population, like literally the whole, how everything was set up was around for elderly people kind of thing. And supposedly that's where it started. But then the facility where it started was basically the same logo as the logo in Resident Evil. And you guys can go check that out. Please go check it out, because I haven't exactly checked it out, but I did see some images. And it's the same logo as the Resident Evil logo. You know, the one from what's it called? Is it called the Hive? I don't even remember. You know, it's such a long time ago. But yeah, you know, the T virus and whatnot. It's the same one from that kind of thing. Not the Genesis logo, but the you know, the other one, the one with the it's almost like the radioactive sort of, yeah, that logo. But then the only thing is that there's a difference in color. So that's the second version of the story. Another one is that they've been eating bats and stuff there for time, and they've got just like loads of bats and stuff, like massive bats. I think they're fruit bats. I don't think they're vampire bats, because vampire bats don't get that big as far as I'm aware, around there anyway. But yeah, I think they've just got a load of fruit bats or whatever kind of bats they are, because they're really big, like cats or dog big kind of thing, even bigger than my cat actually. So it's definitely like dog size. With a doggy sort of face. So it's definitely a fruit bat from what I can tell. And they're just yamming them off there. I don't know if they're endangered or not. That's another story for another time. But there's that and stuff. But then there's also a story I heard, and I agree with this as well. Because we'll get into some other things in a sense, in a second. But just to say, like, in regards to this whole coronavirus thing, the best thing for us to do as a nation, and when I say a nation, I mean the nation of Earth, we definitely need to remember our faith, because a lot of people have gone into this whole science thing and they're not really putting faith or anything into these things. They're more looking at things as scientific. Oh yeah, we can prove it, and this is what science is. It's the proof of things, and tear and the search for proof and all that stuff. But like, when you actually look at what's going on, yeah, you'll actually realize, like, a lot of people have lost, in terms of these kind of things, have lost their faith and their belief in God, or the creators, as I would say. I'd say the creators. And it's now a test of faith. Like, this corona thing is a test of faith, because it's not the number one killer. Like I said, there's other things that are killing people. Like, you know what I mean? But this is also used as a scare tactic from the enemy as well, because that's another thing that people have also not taken seriously. The fact that there is a war going on, like I've spoken about before, us being an omni conduit. So there you go. I'm not going to speak any more about corona. Oh, okay. One more thing I will say, actually, before we go. I did say I was going to go back to something. So one more thing I will say is that we need to keep our vitamin C's up. Exercise is okay. Don't overdo it, because then you're exhausting your body and your physical body, for the most part, in terms of we're talking about physical stuff. But you guys, if you guys have been watching my channel, you'll know I've been speaking about these kind of things as well. There's a balance to everything, and you need to make sure you don't overdo it. Like, doing a load of exercise because you're trying to keep away from having the virus and stuff, or catching the virus, might not necessarily help you. It might make things worse, because your body works in sync. There's basically, like I said before, coding, and everything works in sync. So if you do get a cut or you hurt yourself or something like that, or you're dealing with a virus, which we always do, in especially in English, we deal with colds and stuff. It rained like almost 3 parts of the year here, like, you know what I mean, 3 quarters of the year almost. It's definitely around about half or a bit over half for sure. So yeah, so in terms of those things, like, we're used to having colds and things like that, and all sorts of things. You know, back in the day, they used to say, "Oh, get out of the rain because you catch your death." Like, that's a real thing. Like, so these things are not new to us. So I would say to everyone to not be too fearful. Hence the reason why I'm actually having this sort of the avatar thing going on, because yeah, I feel it's important to remain fun and remain happy and optimistic and positive and stuff. I had a friend, I'm gonna do quotation marks and bunny ears, because I thought we was cool and stuff. And because of this corona thing happening, and then kept on watching the news and all sorts of stuff like that, he basically, when I went to his house one time and knocked because I wasn't working that day, and he basically, after me trying to be optimistic to him, because he said, "Oh, I've got a cold and stuff," and I said, "I don't watch the news and all that kind of thing, like, because it's gonna just be negative, and you know how the news is, people." So he obviously took that certain way and he didn't want to listen or whatever. So that's up to him anyway. All I know is that I was being optimistic and I was being trying to be, you know, what's the word, encouraging to him, and he didn't want to accept it, and he basically went back and closed the door on me. He said, "You know, I don't have to listen to this recital," and just closed the door on me. And I was like, "Whoa!" And I just hit my balls. No, I'm joking. No. But yeah, so what, you know, that is what is happening right now. Some people are relating it to the end times, and they're also saying, okay, this is basically the creation, or even Gaia herself, like the Earth itself or herself, our mother basically, because she is our mother. We come from the Earth, from that part anyway. Yeah. So even our mother, in that sense, our earthly mother, if it is natural, yes, it's her, obviously, because she is nature herself, on this planet at least. And if that is the case, then these things are natural, and it's nothing new. So don't be scared by all of these things, because most of the time it's just a fear factor and a fear thing. Like I said before, when my friend was telling me from China, how, you know, these kind of things are happening, and certain markets are going up and stuff, and it should make you think, because it's sometimes these I'm not saying it's propaganda, because these things, people are dying and people are getting hurt and stuff, and yeah, my prayers go out to all you guys. Trust me, I do pray for you guys and all the families and stuff that are being exposed to this, and, you know, losing people over this and stuff like that. Yeah, my prayers definitely go out to you guys, and the creators answer prayers, trust me, especially if you know. And it's not even like, faith is one thing, but knowing is another. Like, that's the next level of faith. And I know, it's not just belief, it's knowing. I'm aware actually as well, and that's the next level above that. So, yeah, guys, have your vitamin C, please. And this is what I was going to get into. So basically, I heard a story from the grapevine. Actually, no, it's from my mum. But she was basically telling me how someone was telling her how what was it? I think this is something, I don't know if it happened in England or America. I think it might have been America. But her nan, someone's nan, basically, a lady's nan, was feeling a bit of a way. So and obviously the corona thing has happened and stuff in it. So she, her daughter, basically, I think it was a daughter or a granddaughter, actually, maybe, I'm not sure, she's like a fitness, like a health buff in a sense. So she was having vitamin C, guys, yeah? So with the vitamin C, she basically took the vitamin C, and she decided to say to her nan, okay, nan, take some. The nan was a bit skeptical, so she was only taking half a dose here of vitamin C, but it was still working and stuff. But she was still feeling a bit of a way. So then, and also she was skeptical. So it goes back to the faith bit again as well, yeah? The belief and the faith and the knowing and the awareness and stuff, yeah? The different levels, yeah, of faith. or where faith can get you basically, because that's how it works. Once your faith is strong enough, it goes beyond faith. That's why they say faith the size of the mustard seed can basically move a mountain. But that's another story. So basically, she gave. So basically, the mum, the nan, was like, "Oh yeah, I want to still go and get checked out and stuff." So she went to the hospital or whatever, the clinic or whatever, got checked out, and they quarantined her. Now she probably wasn't expecting that, but she was like, "Okay." So she got quarantined and stuff, and little do you know, by maybe like a couple of days later or whatever, the she got put into intensive care or whatever. Like her situation basically worsened a lot when she was in hospital. And so when the daughter came stuff to find out what's going on, the doctor said, "Oh yeah, she's her health is declining, we're able to tear." And basically, the daughter was like, "Have you been given her, you know, vitamin C?" And the doctor said no. So she obviously complained and said, "Listen, you need to give my mum or grandma, I can't remember which one it was, the vitamin C." How little do you know before you know it, yeah, people, the vitamin C was administered, given to the nan or the mum, and she started recovering. So what I'm trying to say to you guys is that if you are really scared of these things, have vitamin C tablets or supplements or whatever the case may be, or you can have it naturally as well, like through oranges and whatnot as well. And please pray over your food, pray over everything you ingest as well, because your body's your temple, your physical temple. Just, yeah, look after yourself, basically, guys. You don't need to exercise in excess. You don't need to do none of those kind of things, really. You just need to just live with faith, love each other. Don't be scared. Like, I see people wiring out, punch. I heard another story about these people being punched. This mum and her daughter or whatever being punched up by, I don't know if it was a woman or a man or whatever, but because of some tissue paper. Can you believe this? And the thing is, the people that was doing it, was punching them up, had their whole trolley full of tissue paper ready, and they were just going after the last one. So it's pretty, yeah, people are behaving really crazy and really stupid over these things. And it's exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about the lack of faith. Like, it's an actual test, isn't it? And some people are testing and proven to be weak people. Because if you can go out and hurt other people over some things, bits and bobs, because of fear, then we know that men's hearts are failing for cares of things to come on the earth or something like that. I can't remember exactly how it says. But yeah, people's hearts are failing because they're scared, basically. And that's not the way to live. Yeah, because once fear overtakes you, then you're basically susceptible to doing stupid things. Yeah, dangerous, destructive things. So yeah, I'll be praying for you guys anyway, man. For me, it's not even an issue. Doesn't scare me at all, because my faith is not wavering at all. So I hope you guys live, love, yeah, laugh, and love life. Yeah, just enjoy it. And we're going to get onto the 5 bodies real quick. So I think I might have mentioned this before. In fact, I probably have mentioned this before in one of the previous videos. 5 bodies. I'm going to mention it real quick because we haven't got that long left, just over 10 minutes. 5 bodies basically is to do with your physical body. Yes, your physical body that you can see right now. Even with my avatar, you can see my physical suit. Your mental body. Yeah. So this is just like a recap in a sense, which is obviously in the mind. Your emotional body, guys. Yeah, not just crying, but emotions. And your spiritual body. That's number 4. Number 4. And guess what, guys? Number 5 is the omnibody. That's the body, the all body. But you have to go through layers, through steps, like I said to you guys. So yeah, I just want you guys to enjoy living. Remember the things I'm saying, guys. I remember it, and I use it every day, or at least I try to. It's not always easy, but it's definitely worth it, and it builds up your character, it builds up your strength, it builds up your 5 bodies, pretty much, yeah. Well, it gets you to your 5th body. Your 5th body, pretty much, guys, is maybe that's the only sort of one. Well, there's a few different words that you can use perfect in, or yeah, subject matters you can use perfect in. The omnibody is definitely one of them for sure. The omnibody, the number one, that's also perfect. Circle or a sphere, perfect. Because you have to realize what perfect means. Perfect means that perfect is actually limited because it's perfect. You can't change it. It's just perfect. You can't change it. You wouldn't change it if you could. You know what I mean? Because it's perfect. So in that sense, it has a limit. So on Earth, we wouldn't be perfect in our bodies, in any of those bodies, except for the omnibody, because that is already perfect, because it's complete. The rest of them, they are complete to some degree, but they're not in complete harmony. And that's where we need to get to, guys. We need to get to that place where we can be in complete harmony with each different body. Yeah, so that it becomes one and gets to the omnibody. When we get there, listen, you could think of anything. Obviously, by that time, you wouldn't be negative at all, guys, so don't be fearful. But yeah, you could literally think of anything and it could happen. It could come like that, boom, into reality. Like in our dreams, pretty much like in our dreams. Not the nightmares, but the dreams. Yeah, and we're that powerful, basically. We're omniversal, guys, literally omniversal. So I just want you guys to know that I love you all. Yeah, I know it's been a while. I've been so busy. I've got so much things going on. The devil is a liar, though, and he's going to lose. He's already lost, actually. He lost the war. We're just battling right now. But yeah, he's lost that as well, to be honest. That's the thing. Evil makes mistakes along the way. They don't realize it, but they make mistakes. And the reason why they make mistakes is because they're evil. Yeah? And I'm not saying that good doesn't make mistakes, but when you're really good and you're really, really good, like you're proper good, then you're good. You ain't making no mistakes because everything you do is for the greater good. But if you're evil, then your energy is wrong. Your energy is negative. Your energy is destructive. Yeah. But the thing is, energy can't destroy it. So hence, there's no point in being evil. There's no point in living in fear. Live in love, live in light, and just enjoy life, guys. Yeah, enjoy each other's company. We are one people, no matter if you believe it or not. People keep saying, oh, this person's black, this person's white, this person's Oriental Asian, this person's Indian Asian. You know, this person's whatever the case may be. Like, there's so many different things that people say. But in reality, guys, it's like, what's the point, man? We're basically on Earth, innit? So we're the nation of Earth. We're one whole nation. I'm not saying, look, I'm not into this whole Illuminati stuff, which is probably what some people are trying to say they're trying to bring in. I'm not into all this one world government, new world order, one world stuff. I'm not into that. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say one people. Wait, Winks, man. No. Give me another one, Winks. We're one people, even down to nature itself, down to my little kitty Winks. Like, come on now. We're all connected, guys. That's the whole point I'm trying to make. But the thing is, for us, the differences between us and nature, the rest of nature and stuff, is that we are meant to be the caretakers. So please, guys, if we can get back to being caretakers, that would be fantastic. Like, literally take care of the earth and take care of the things on the earth. Yeah, because then the earth will take care of us back in return. We don't need all this new next level technology, except for maybe to clean up the crap that we've already tried to create. Yeah, we need to get rid of all this fossil fuel stuff. It's not running out. Some parts of the earth are heating up, but that's just because of change. That's meant to happen. Change is inevitable. Change is also a constant. And in itself, it is also perfect as well, because it can't be changed. It's just change anyway. It's constantly changing, so that can't change, which makes it perfect. So yeah, that's another perfection thing. But perfection in people gives us limits, guys. So I wouldn't want us to be perfect in that sense. In terms of the four bodies, I would just only the fifth body is perfect. Yeah, the omniverse is perfect. The omniversal is perfect. Yeah. So guys, I love you. I'm going to cut it a bit short because I'm cooking and it is Sunday, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope you guys can see it soon. Please leave a like, share, subscribe. If there's a bell notification, hit that. If there's not, please tell me, because I don't know what the flub I'm doing on YouTube, boy. This is all new to me. I don't have a clue. But yeah, thank you guys for being my guests and subscribing and being my friends. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And let's just get ready for that grind. I pray for you all. Pray that you guys are safe on your travels to work, to and fro. And yeah, I pray for your families. I pray that you guys are always safe and you guys love each other, respect each other, take care of each other in these troubling times. Yeah, well, the world is troubled and they're in fear, but I'm literally not. I'm like the opposite. I'm kind of enjoying myself to some degree. Not in terms of this, not in terms of the things that's happening, but just in terms of my own energy in general. Yeah. So try to get there, guys. Try to get to the point where the outside reality, the shared reality in that sense, doesn't affect you unless you want it to. Yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah. So I love you guys. Peace out, man. Enjoy. Peace.